Welcome back, everyone, to the third annual Chicagoland Grand Scrim here on WLQX 88.1 FM Downers Grove and CLQA 88.3 FM Ottawa. Mark Agnew back with the play-by-play. My broadcast partner, Renee Roccasalva, joining me. Renee, the wait's over, the hype's over, and now it's time to find out who the best homegrown team truly is.
That's right. After months of preparation, side tournaments, and build-up, the fans are sure their guys will be homegrown champions. But don't be fooled. A four-team matchup really is a different game.
That's right. Differences include full use of the maze, 5-second downtime, unlimited lives, and unlimited shots. With this being a points-based game and not an elimination game, Renee, what do you expect each team to do out there?
Last year's champions, DG Hydras, are the most recognized team going into this tournament, but they are not the favorites to win it. A lot can change in a year. Hydras are no exception. This is a completely different team, so I expect head coach The Boss to play the Hydras cautiously.
Now, Whitby's really improved their squad, haven't they?
Well, Mark, I'd say the rest of the teams have improved while maintaining their original rosters. Whitby Nex-Gen looked to have a new offensive powerhouse in the appropriately named Captain Power. The Akron Stuffed-Tigers have a core of young impact players to complement Wolverine and Psycho. Top of that list is Gengar, who came second only to Excalibur during the Royal Rumble tournament. That's a lot of talent to exploit.
What about Phoenix?
Akron had the best to say about Phoenix in that they had a tough time managing against the rejects on their home turf. I spoke with Human Wizard, and he told me that Phoenix's teamwork is exceptional. He believes that they are Akron's biggest obstacle in taking the Homegrown Championship this year.
Players are entering the maze now. DG Hydras wearing their black with red trim and trademark white headbands. Right beside them, Akron Stuffed-Tigers, bright orange with black trim. Phoenix Rejects, bright orange headbands with their red jerseys. Finally, Whitby Nex-Gen wearing all black, bearing their signature logo. Starting lineup for the 4-team matchup brought to you by Every Point Logistics, Quebec's leading freight forwarder and provider of expert worldwide shipping. That's Every Point Logistics, every point within reach.
DG Hydras start with the team captain, Mama Hydra, followed by Mojo, celebrating his 150th tournament, most by any Hydra. New faces on the team include Monocle and reinforcements. Shoring up their 5th spot is the veteran Litbringer, reuniting with the Hydra's team captain. Gur leads the way for Whitby Nex-Gen, followed by Onyx and Clueless, who've been part of their exciting roster since the beginning. Newest face is Plankton, but again, folks, watch Captain Power very closely. He'll be playing a workhorse role in this matchup for sure. The Akron Stuffed-Tigers are fielding the best team they've ever had. Start with the 1-2 punch of Wolverine and Psycho. Gengar's looking to build from that amazing second-place finish in the Rumble. Don't count out 10 letters and Human Wizard. Both are smart players with lots of experience. Head coach Swizzlestick tends to direct players en masse, so expect a lot of formation attacks from Akron. More than a decade ago, Phoenix was the talk of the laser tag world, and now they are once again. Team captain Invalid leads the Devil's Rejects with Hypnotoad and Vanquisher occupying the middle spots. Coming off an impressive bout against Akron during their home game, Loser gets bumped up to today's roster. Cosmic occupies the 5th spot, while Ginger Kid, nursing an injury to his Achilles heel, he'll be assuming head coaching duties.
1 minute left till game time. Our sideline reporter Jessica MacDonald has the latest from inside the maze. Jess, take it away.
Thanks, Mark. I just spoke with the marshals, and last night's storm caused the roof to leak just under Tower 1. Repairs were successful, and the area has been cleaned up, but players still complain of slick spots during warm-ups, so the entire area has been walled off. Mark, Renee, back to you.
Oh, that's a real tough break for the Hydras. That was their favorite starting point.
We're 10 seconds away from game time. Akron split their squad in 2 front to back on the east side of the maze. Phoenix is fanning out their team covering the ramps of the remaining 2 towers. Hydras don't look sure where to go, but they're drawing close to Whitby, who's already entrenched underneath Tower 2. Bright lights, let's fight. The game begins and Whitby fires at DG Hydras, pushing them further into the open. Phoenix is firing at the Hydras as well and into Tower 2. Wolverine rushes into the fray. Psycho's firing from behind a partition. Every Hydra is down and Nex-Gen takes an early lead.
Whitby's beating Phoenix to the points underneath that tower. The other half of the Akron team is moving right to left, trying to fish out Phoenix, but are taking advantage of the easy points offered by the Hydras.
Wolverine rushes at Captain Power, both out of position, drawing away from a vital corner. Mojo quickly slips in, takes it for the Hydras. Mama Hydra finds Psycho, avoids a quick shot from him. Psycho dashes up the ramp, firing at a mirror. Mama Hydra hesitates, avoiding his shot. Psycho holds up to the ramp, and Mama Hydra aims at the mirror, but misses the mark.
Head coach The Boss is directing from the headset for Mama Hydra to get after Whitby underneath Tower 2 to help Mojo get a foothold. I think it may already be too late.
Right you are. Mojo's in a better spot, but Wolverine tags him again. Whitby's retreating up into Tower 2. This feeding frenzy's on the move. Phoenix looking to dive bomb into it. Invalid and Vanquisher step down from the ramps, and Akron's second group surprises them, flanking them for a quick waylay, and now Akron's staking surrounding positions, circling them in. 10 Letters and Human Wizard each firing into the dispersing fray underneath Tower 2, waiting for Phoenix's pack to re-energize.
Akron's a very well-coached club. Invalid and Vanquisher were trying to move around Gengar to secure that flank and push Akron's group into the tower, but Gengar wasn't having it. Great individual effort.
Psycho's charging into Tower 3. Cosmic and Lightbringer dueling near the crow's nest. Neither of them see Psycho. He comes from behind, extends an inverted right hand, fires, and both go down. Psycho's wedged himself into a great spot. Cosmic and Lightbringer quickly bail out, leaving one of LQ's tallest players sole control of the high ground.
Fans might be thinking, why are Cosmic and Lightbringer leaving so quickly? Well, Psycho's a big guy. Best way to tag a player like that is to lure him into open space. There's no space whatsoever in Tower 3. It's a tough call to leave Psycho in such a key position like that, but what are you going to do if you don't have the size or arm reach to match him?
Action to the floor now. Invalid gets tagged by Gengar again. Vanquisher darts opposite just underneath Tower 3, avoiding Psycho's aerial assault. Gengar rushes in to chase him, digs low, quick counter, and Gengar goes down. Psycho's trying to find a floor grate to shoot down through, but isn't finding one. Lightbringer storms back into Tower 3, catching Psycho looking down, reaches sky high, and gets his shoulders. Lightbringer keeps his distance. Psycho's refusing to give up his position. Cosmic pops up, firing at the only lit pack, misses. Lightbringer jolts down the ramp, turns a sharp corner. Cosmic on his tail. Cosmic descends to the half ramp, hoping to fire at the crafty veteran. Doesn't find him. Lightbringer gets away. Invalid retreats back to the ramp in Tower 1. 10 Letters and Human Wizard take cover from Mama Hydra, firing at them from underneath Tower 2. Psycho's back in the game. Crosshair set on Cosmic, but Invalid with an accurate left shoulder shot gets the big man down once again.
And just like that, Akron loses control of key areas, allowing Phoenix a means to fire back into Tower 2 again from a safe distance. Swizzlestick is livid, screaming into the headset.
10 Letters and Human Wizard grapevine underneath Tower 2. Human Wizard getting awfully close to Mama Hydra. Mama laying in a questionable lane at that. Wizard hip checks him. Open space for a low dig. Steak dinner. Boom! Got him!
I'm surprised that a yellow card wasn't handed out for physical contact, but it's always a better game when the marshals just let the players play. I can only imagine the look on Psycho's face when he sees game footage because Wizard just tagged Mama Hydra using his own signature move.
Time for a scoreboard update. Jess, what do you have?
5 minutes left in the game, Whitby maintains the lead with 853 points, but shocking stats, they've only scored 100 points collectively in the last minute. Action's picking up in Tower 2. Guys?
Thanks, Jess. No doubt about that. Whitby's now in Tower 2, completely abandoning their position underneath. Gur's trading distance tags with Invalid, but here comes Hypnotoad from west ramp left to right. Gur's down, Plankton's down, Needles through the mid-tower, down goes Monocle and reinforcements of the DG Hydras. Toad's turning off all the lights, but Captain Power aims through the grate and ends the streak.
Akron and Whitby both got too comfortable, too stationary. They were content to let their opponents come to them. When you don't mind the ramps, a lone player unaccounted for can really do some serious damage and throw a wrench into the best of plans.
West side of the ramp still unguarded. Toad slips through, says, "I'll take that, thank you very much." And now Phoenix has a foothold where the action is.
Twice over, the Devil's Rejects have outfoxed plans by the Stuffed-Tigers and Nex-Gen to contain their ability to score points. Patience has really paid off for Phoenix, and they've exploited mistakes by both teams.
News travels fast. Both ramps in Tower 2 crowding up. DG Hydras, Mojo, and Lightbringer attack each side. Mojo runs into Hypnotoad but isn't getting the tag. He locks his feet in place, hip stationary, fires again, and Toad goes down.
Mojo's posture deceives his intentions. You think he's going up tops. He has the reach, but he suddenly bends his knees and extends his arms and angles the front tag to perfection.
Gur meets Lightbringer on the east side of the ramp, right to left, grabs a quick tag for Whitby. Vanquisher bull rushes Gur to force him back up again. Lightbringer's yelling, pass, pass, but neither player is budging. They're not hearing him at all. Marshall blows his whistle and motions both players to holster their lasers and descend from the ramp, trying to get a good look here. What's the Marshal going to do? Reaches into his back pocket. Yep, a yellow card to both Gur and Vanquisher. Player obstruction penalty. That's a 10-second penalty. Loss of a key position with minutes left to play in the game.
See, these are the ticky-tacky cards that they were avoiding earlier. I understand the call. Players whose packs are down are allowed to pass, but I think the Marshals should have let the call slide. Vanquisher and Gur were so focused on each other that they probably didn't notice Lightbringer, especially with his pack down. Let's see if the Hydras can take advantage of this.
West side of the ramp still being contested. Mojo and Toad still trading tags. Neither can shake off the other, but here comes Invalid jetting past Wolverine, who's hot on his tail. Invalid stands sideways at the half ramp, firing down at the slowest pace. Wolverine hits his opponent's laser perfectly. Invalid shaking his head in disbelief. Now, there could be more bad news on the way for Phoenix. Here comes Gengar from Akron, pushing himself up the ramps. Mama Hydra's not far behind him. We got a sideline update from Jess. Jess, what's going on?
Human Wizard's been pulled into the airlock and is being treated by one of the marshals for bleeding from his left hand. He's clearly anxious to get back in there, but tournament rules prohibit that unless first aid's been applied. Mark, Renee?
We got 3 more games to play, but only 2 minutes left in this one. Mama Hydra joins Invalid on the half ramp, but leaves his shoulders completely exposed, and down he goes. Cosmic's guarding access to the west ramps of the floor, shooting upwards into the tower. Onyx and Clueless, we haven't heard much from them, flank Cosmic and take the floor for themselves. Meanwhile, Mojo reaches out, gets the front tag on Hypnotoad, extends his laser again, catching Wolverine off guard. Mojo stops Cosmic on the react, Cosmic throwing his hands up in disgust. Mama Hydra and Invalid both back up, both charge at one another. Mojo screaming off, both stop. Onyx fires and gets 30 points for Whitby.
Onyx, with one shot, takes out 2 team captains and Mojo to boot. Clueless is trying to find a way to frustrate Psycho, who's taken the half-ramp position on the east side of the tower. These long shots are paying off, and Psycho's forced to go further into the mix to avoid getting fired upon.
30 seconds left. Human Wizards back in the game. Monocle and Reinforcements trying to escape Tower 2, but struggling to find a means. West Ramp and Tower 2 jam-packed with players.
Whitby Nex-Gen's fighting a 2-front war trying to prevent from being overrun. DG Hydras have been ineffective in establishing their kind of game. It's common for good players to find themselves in the middle of a rock and a hard place, but what isn't common is seeing homegrown teams miss out on chances to blow games wide open, which is what Akron and Phoenix were expecting to do.
And with that, every pack fades to black. The Mars lights flash, the pack shut down. Teams are bringing it in. This first match of the 4-game homegrown set is now over. This series is far from finished, though. We got 3 games left. We'll be pausing for a brief commercial break, so keep that FM dial locked right here on WLQX 88.1 FM Downers Grove and CLQA 88.3 FM Ottawa for scores and more. You're listening to the 2018 Chicagoland Grand Scrim.